Batman's gonna get you again. Why is the camera... Oh! What the flippin'... Oh. Dr. J, we gotta stop meeting like this.
Never.
It's lazy time and we're gonna do a review. Yes, we're gonna review black and white movies and comics too. Let's talk and watch the review. So what are we here for? You called me and so we're gonna review something.
Well, there seems to be a trend that whenever we review something, it's something I get you into.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're reviewing Camp by Rooster Teeth Productions.
So you know more about Rooster Teeth, so you go ahead and tell the people who might not know what this, how this whole thing started.
Rooster Teeth is an independent production company down in Austin, Texas. They started with Red vs. Blue, a well-known machinima series. Since then, they've grown into a multimedia empire just about, with games, movie, like a full-length feature film, a news program called The Know, and anime that's even being translated into Japanese. That doesn't happen often.
So they're doing okay. So the characters of Camp, we got, one of them is David. He's the camp counselor. He's an energetic, fully enthusiastic, loves the outdoors, and loves to, oh gosh, I love all these kids, and I want to show them how to love camping.
All I want is for you kids to have as much fun as I did when I was a Campbell camper. Is that really too much to ask?
I refuse to believe someone as happy as you can possibly exist.
The bus is here! Hello! Welcome to camp!
Who else is in there?
Max, who is a pile of shit.
No swearing on my channel.
Yeah, I caught myself.
I might have to bleep that anyway. Anyway, continue.
Max is a terrible human being. Like, he makes it his life's mission to crush David's spirit with a sledgehammer. Tiny little pieces. This kid is genuinely horrible. But at the same time, he does have like that little kernel of decency in him.
How screwed up is our world where Max is the character that we're supposed to relate to and David is the weird one?
You're right. That's horrible.
Neil, Nick, let's go!
Hey, we're talking here!
The moon landings were a hoax filmed in Area 51 orchestrated by the government as a publicity stunt designed to humiliate the Russians in the space race.
No! No, I can't hear you, I can't hear you!
Then we got Nikki. Nikki is the crazy little girl that is bound to live full of adventure and energy and just wants to live life and bite anything that comes into her way.
Ooh, a mystery! A murder mystery!
Nope, just a normal one.
Or is it?
It is.
You seem pretty confident about that. Where were you on the night of...
Shut up. Let's go find him.
Mystery time!
And the last of the main cast is Neil. Typical science nerdy kid with a little psychopathic tendency if anyone disses science.
Magic goes against the very laws of nature. Everything can be explained by science, even his tricks. So, to prove him wrong, I am going to recreate his magic trick.
Neil, don't do this. You're not properly trained in the ways of magic.
You shut your whore mouth, Harrison!
You know, I don't care who you are. If you say the word science like SCIENCE, there's a little bit wrong with you.
Yeah.
So the series there's 12 episodes.
Yes.
And they're about, what, 10 minutes? 10, 6?
Without the intro and end credits, I reckon about 9-10 minutes.
Yeah. They're about, and they're little episodes, and each one of them tackles a different lifestyle of camp, but to, like, extremes.
The entire integral plot of Camp is that, like, a whole bunch of camps mixed into one. So Nikki's there for adventure camp.
Neil's there for science camp.
Jinx. I hate you.
But a bunch of the other kids are there for other different camps. Like, they don't fully go into detail. Like, Space Kid, they don't really say what camp he's
I think it's archaeology.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones, Nathan Drake type stuff.
Something with an A.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're there for all of these different types of camps, and they're all meshed together. It's like the Breakfast Club, except for kids who are little crappers.
I think there's one we have to talk about in specific. And that's the kid there for Earth Camp.
Yes. You know, you might not notice it the first episode, but slowly you realize that Dolph is,
Little Hitler.
Little Hitler, such a scam!
Dolph is literally little Hitler. He wants to be a military fascist peon. Hitler was fascist. He's there for art camp. Hitler was an artist. He does not like the mixing of the colors. Not racist. He's an art kid. But it still counts. He even said, of course, in the attic with the juice. Because Neil was hiding in the attic with the crackers and the juice to write in his diary. Literally, little Hitler.
Oh, yes, Dolph? How can I help you?
Where are your papers?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Your papers, where are they? It's a very simple question, David. You're only hurting yourself by lying.
Oh. Oh! You want more construction paper!
Yeah, what did you think I meant? I'm not some sort of secret police or something.
Oh, we're so horrible human beings.
It's okay. No, they're horrible. We're just pointing it out. I think that's one of the things that the show really benefits from is there's nothing held back. They go all out.
They are extremely blunt.
I mean, there's swearing, which
Extremely.
I don't like, which is one of the reasons why he thinks I'm like David, which is probably right. But anyhow, but there's like nothing held back. They go to the extremes that you won't really be able to. This is like Gravity Falls. If Gravity Falls didn't hold anything back, and there was only one episode that was kind of spooky.
You know what? That's an accurate description. Now that I think about it.
When you see different things like I don't know, shoving a hook down a little girl's throat, or let's just say the end of the spooky episode. Yeah. But, you know, when you see stuff
We were warned, to be frank. We were warned.
We were warned, but, yeah, right. Anyway, don't need to go into that. But there's a lot of things in this show really, I like, and we like all the other kids, because while none of them really have a whole lot of personality, they're, you know...
Only one I'd say I wouldn't like is the theater kid. He was so mentally unstable, I wouldn't be surprised if he just woke up, snapped, and killed everyone in the camp.
I don't know who this kid is, but I love it! Yeah, he's a little bit crazy.
That's a legitimate quote of the theater kid.
In fact, I toned it down because he swore in that quote. But this show, I think one of the things that really helps it also is its runtime. Since it's only about 10 minutes long, it doesn't really resort a lot of the times to typical elements that you've seen before. There's a couple, like the episode where they're competing with other camps. You know, there's a couple, you basically know what's going on.
The ghost kid was a ghost.
Yeah, maybe, but I was thinking more like the time when
His name's Jasper. That's one letter off from Casper.
I didn't even notice, to be honest. I guess I was more focused on the story.
Yeah.
But, you know, the other kids, there's a lot of fun personality with them. Like, we got Harrison, who's one of my first, because he's the magic kid, the illusionist kid. He is probably, in my mind, the funniest episode is Dolph's episode, where he becomes the counselor for the day. It's just so many funny lines.
So close to Hitler.
But, I mean, it's just like there's a point where they're searching for Neil, and he goes, "Let's check the floorboards!" Breaks him down.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, okay then, but there's a lot of funny lines, but this...
And not all of the humor is off the wall.
No.
Like, there's some subtle stuff there in the background. Like, Jane's hat appears in one episode from Firefly.
I didn't notice it.
It literally rains cats and dogs. Whenever it's raining, cats and dogs are falling from the sky. Mm-hmm. They just bounce off the ground, and eventually a dog chases a cat.
The animation is pretty simple compared to, you know, for a show that's like done by people on the internet, but it's simple because it kind of needs to be. It's not like
smooth. It's crisp, oddly bouncy at times.
It's about a camp, you know. It's not like we need to do any big anime movements or something like that.
Yeah, no.
They barely even move in anime anyway. I am ignorant to anime, so don't talk to me. Don't. I know nothing.
Remember, most of he's seen was Paragon Lost and Spirited Away.
Hey, I saw Howl's Moving Castle too.
Well, fine, I missed one. Jeez, fillet me alive, why don't you?
Later. Now, this show also has a theme song that I am convinced adds a new verse in its song every episode.
I beg to differ. I'm certain it's the same every time.
I don't know. He says it comes so fast at the end. It's like I'm almost certain that they add a new verse, just one little verse.
That it's the same every time.
Well, did you like slow it down every episode?
No, but when I watch it on my 360, which I usually did, it had subtitles on by default.
Mm-hmm. Either way, it's a really fun intro, too.
It's very fast. It's a catchy song written by David's actual voice actor, Miles Luna.
Yeah, when it comes to the voice, I don't know who any of these people are, because I'm not really a Rooster Teeth guy like he is. But even I gotta admit that this show is very fun, very entertaining, has a lot of great, memorable moments. Anytime Dolph says something, it's usually absolutely hilarious. And I enjoy it. I find myself coming back to it quite a bit every now and then, you know, if I need a quick laugh. But let's just say it's not something you want to be putting on if you have, like, kids walking around your house. Put headphones on. Do something, because this is not... This is an adult show.
Friendly.
This is an adult show. I'm not going to really give a rating for this exactly, because it's going to, you know, hit people. If I did, it'd probably be more like a 7.5 out of 10. Very good.
Only?
Well, it's just, it's very good. That's, like, it's not revolutionizing or, like, mind-blowing. There's only one moment that hit me, like, emotionally at the end. You know, so it's good. It's very good. So I would say it's very good, but it's, like, it's not something that's going to change my life or anything. It's just a very good show that I really enjoyed.
You bring up a valid point, sir.
That's kind of where I would rate if I was rated, but I thoroughly recommend it. I was really enjoyed by this show. If you don't like swearing, then this is a show that if you don't have a stomach for some of the, you know, more adult humor and stuff like that, just watch something else. You know, there's other stuff. How It Should Have Ended has plenty of stuff. Watch Gravity Falls. I mean, that's probably the show for you.
Gravity Falls. The humor's spot on. It's subtlety. It's oddly satisfying, smooth, bouncy animation. So bouncy.
I guess.
You mean to tell me you never noticed how just about everyone's hair is bounced?
There's a lot of people with fluffy hair.
That is true.
I mean, nobody really has straight hair, like normal straight hair, except for, I guess, like Neil and Space Kid. And Space Kid's, or not Neil, sorry, not Neil. I meant David and Space Kid.
Yeah, but even David's hair's bounced.
Yeah, but that's because he's a bouncy guy.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Well, there's only one way to end this review off.
What are you
with
doing?
the song.
Man, you sure that's a good idea?
Ow.
You're welcome. I just saved you from copyright strikes just in case.
You're a good friend.
I know! Mic drop.
Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel. And wait for more coming soon.
Guys? Anyone? The blood is rushing to my head! Well, guess it's time to drink my own pee.